Hello and welcome to this episode of Ask Raghav. Today I'm going to take up a question that is, can automation tester become a pen tester? I had earlier created this video, what is penetration testing? So today, let us first understand what is penetration testing. Now let us suppose you are the owner of a house and you want to check how secure is your house, or in other words, you want to check can a attacker or a thief break into your house, how easier it will be for a attacker to break into your house, and how you can make your house more secure. So for this, you decide to call a professional, and this professional will come in with his knowledge plus his tools, and he will try to break into your house with your permission. So he will try to see where are the security gaps and will let you know. Now fixing these security gaps will be a different part, but as a penetration tester, or as an ethical hacker, he will break into your house with your permission, that you will be knowing that he's doing this process. And then after completing the entire process, after checking all the security vulnerabilities and after checking where are all the gaps, he will let you know that these are the gaps in the security of your house. So this person will be a pen tester or a penetration tester or a ethical hacker. So we use these terms interchangeably: pen tester or penetration tester or ethical hacking. And this is a process or a method for checking the security of the application or the system. And the pen tester tries to break into the system or the application and check how secure is the application or the system. Now, penetration testing is like a security professional breaking into your house, but with your permission. So you will be knowing that this process is going on your application or system. So all this will be done with your permission or the permission of the owner of the application or the system. And the goal of penetration testing is to find the security gaps, vulnerabilities, and what are all the issues with the security so that they can be fixed before an actual attacker tries to attack. Now, how to become a pen tester? There are some steps, and I will let you all these step by step. So the first thing that you should do now, let's say whether you are already doing automation testing or you are not doing any kind of testing and you still want to become penetration tester, all that is possible. We have to go step by step. The first step is you should learn the basics of cyber security. Now here, what exactly you have to do is you can learn about networking, you can learn about different operating systems, and basically Linux will be the primary operating system that you will be using. You should know about the web applications, what are the what is the structure, and other applications as well, whatever you want to work with. Then some security concepts like risk management, threat modeling, and vulnerability assessment. You can check for these terms online and you can read about this, what exactly this is, and then you can understand and start with your learning process. So this will be the first step, that you get the basics of all these terms and all these things. The second step will be you should gain some hands-on experience. So after you have some knowledge about all these concepts, you can start with hands-on experience. Now here you can search for some hacking challenges online. You can also search for some online bug bounty programs. You can volunteer to do ethical hacking for some non-profit organizations, and then you can also create your personal projects. Now here you have to be very, very careful that always use remote systems or systems which are not used for any other work. So do not use any system, any device that is used for that is your primary system or primary device, or which is being used for any other work, because when you do penetration testing, there are chances that the system can crash, the device can crash. So always use separate devices or systems which are not used for any other thing. And for that, if you have a separate physical systems or devices, you can use that, or you can create some remote systems, some virtual machines. You can use AWS, you can use Azure, you can also use Vagrant to very quickly create virtual machines. I have created a separate tutorial on Vagrant, so you can check that as well. So basically, always use systems which are not used for anything else, and even if they crash, you will not face the consequences. And the second thing is, the account that you are using, whether it is an email account or any other account, all these accounts should also be demo accounts, dummy accounts. Do not use any primary accounts or personal accounts. And then also take permission of the owner whenever you are doing this security testing or penetration testing or ethical hacking. So always take permission of the owner, and the applications that you use, they should also be dummy or demo applications while you are learning penetration testing. Because if anything crashes, if the application crashes, if the account gets locked, if the device or the system crashes, you should not face the consequences. So this is very important for penetration testing. Then you should get certified. Now for penetration testers or ethical hackers, certifications are very important, because when you will do real work in the field of ethical hacking, anybody who wants to get ethical hacking done by you, he will feel safe and secure if you are a certified professional. So some certifications that you can look for is OSCP, that is Offensive Security Certified Professional. Then there is a CEH certification, there is CISSP certification. You can search for these online and you can get these certifications. Then the next step will be you can do networking with other pen testers. So you can do it online or offline. You can join communities and you will get a lot of information and a lot of things you will get to know when you join these communities and do networking with similar professionals. Then after all this, the next step can be you can get a proper job. Now you can continue freelancing or you can get a job. And here you will, once you have all these skills and experience then and certifications as well, you can then plan to get a job and then do penetration testing, and that will give you even more experience in this field. Now here are some tips for the field of penetration testing or ethical hacking. You should be passionate about ethical hacking and penetration testing. So if you are really passionate about the security part of testing, then this is something for you. It will be very interesting, but you have to be passionate about this thing. You have to be a lifelong learner in this path. For security testing, new things keeps on coming every few months, new tools, new techniques, new processes, new vulnerabilities, new viruses, new attackers keeps on coming. So you have to become a lifelong learner. You have to keep on updating yourself. And very, very important is you have to be ethical. So as it is said, with great powers comes great responsibility. Once you become an ethical hacker, you will have great power, you will have lots of knowledge, you will know how to use the tools, you will know how to break into systems, but then you have to use all this knowledge and tools ethically. Do not break into any system, always take permission, always try to do penetration testing on dummy accounts, dummy devices, or remote devices which are not used for any other thing, dummy accounts. Even if you are doing it on a job for a client, you can ask to create a clone of the application on a separate environment. You can create a separate environment for all this penetration testing so that if everything crashes, nothing bad happens. So you have to be very, very ethical if you want to become a ethical hacker or penetration testing. I hope this was very useful for you. If you have any questions for the next episode of Ask Raghav, you can let me know and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching and never stop learning.